Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Neberos, and I'm back with another video. We're reacting to Critical Drinker this time. He's covering Star Trek Academy, Starfleet Academy. What is this garbage? Now, I actually have a lot of Star Trek games, and I've been a fan of it for probably longer than most people, most of my audience anyway, who's actually been alive. So I wanted to cover this and see what's up. It's only 5 minutes, so it's not too long. Link to the original video will be down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, one or all three, so you count as an engaged viewer. And go check out the drinker; he's pretty awesome. Links to Puggers and Starforge as well in the bottom. Check them out if you want to. You'll be helping me out a ton, and I'll be very grateful for the help. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
You know, back during the Second World War, the German battleship Graf Spee was cornered by British warships in the neutral port of Montevideo. Rather than face the humiliation of being captured or sacrificing his crew fighting a hopeless battle, the captain chose instead to take his ship out into the centre of the bay and blow the thing up in front of the entire city. Yeah, it was arguably the world's most expensive fireworks display, but it also got me thinking about Starfleet Academy, a show that looks so bafflingly, mind-bendingly, unapologetically terrible that I can only explain its existence as Paramount staging their very own version of the Graf
Oh
Spee.
my God, was that a female Jem'Hadar?
That looks so bafflingly, mind-bendingly, unapologetically terrible that I can only explain its existence as Paramount staging their very
It
own
is a
version of the
female
Graf
Jem'Hadar.
Spee. I mean, you'd think after the cringe-inducing disasters of Discovery and Strange New Worlds, they'd want to change course and roll out something a little more mature, thoughtful, disciplined, and, well, Star Trek-ish.
Like Picard season 3, that was good.
Nope. It feels almost like a final act of defiance. Like, we know this franchise is completely and utterly cooked at this point, so what the hell? Let's go out with a bang, shall we? And if you need a perfect example of what Star Trek has become these days, just take a look at this clip they decided to roll out a couple of days ago.
These would make an excellent practical study module for the spatial harmonics lab, Captain.
Fucking hell, man. This is
So Starfleet's pretty lax on their training, on their physical training modules and stuff, aren't they? This looks terrible.
Harmonics lab, Captain.
Fucking hell, man. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the absolute state of Star Trek. I mean, props to the showrunners on this one. Normally, there's only one morbidly obese woman on the bridge of your average starship these days because physical fitness standards are a tool of the patriarchy or fascism or I don't fucking know, whatever the word of the day happens to be. But they truly have
True.
upped the stakes by doubling it here.
Um, so I don't have a problem with the female Jem'Hadar because she's female. I have a problem with her, one, because the Jem'Hadar were all synthetically bioengineered, right? They are not they're not born in the traditional sense, right? They're grown in labs and shit. That's how the Jem'Hadar, that's how the Vorta did it, and they were bred specifically to be soldiers. That's the ultimate warriors, are physically strong, physically fit. They got sharp minds for for strategy and stuff. Um, Jem'Hadar leaders, like officers from the Gamma Quadrant, couldn't weren't really all that well suited to deal with things in the Alpha Quadrant, and so they bred alphas instead of the gammas, so that the alphas could take charge of matters in the Alpha Quadrant, while the gammas dealt with things in the Gamma Quadrant, right? It's a long time since I watched Deep Space Nine, but I do remember an episode of that featured that. So a fat, obese Jem'Hadar woman doesn't fit right. Yeah, it's like, why in the hell would the Vorta bioengineer a fat Jem'Hadar woman?
And oh boy,
Doesn't
did
make
they
sense.
double it. I bet the replicators have to work overtime whenever you ladies waddle into the mess hall. Hey! Also, I know know this is just an aesthetic thing, but I've got to get it off my chest anyway. Why in the name of Shatner's hairpiece are modern starship bridges so fucking ugly? They're always dark, they're always huge, and they're always basically empty. They look like nightclubs run by Daft Punk, and
Okay, so about the bridge, I like the layout. I think there's too much going on here, too much light, um, and all the screens and crap as well. Like you got over here, presumably this back here is a screen, and presumably off to the side is a screen. You did always have the side consoles, but that was didn't need to be that big. Like and that there, it's huge for even a Galaxy class. But I suppose these ships are also a hell of a lot bigger. But uh, it's whatever. Like I can't. Oh, I see here that they're at this console looking at that screen. There's okay, sure, fine, whatever. I guess it works. But now the captain is sitting. What's with all the banisters there and whatnot? Like I don't get it. I don't hate the bridge. It just to me it lacks character. There's no like it's stylish in a sort of it's sort of in the same way that a hospital OR is stylish.
and they're trying so painfully hard to look cool and moody that they've become the spaceship equivalent of an edgy teenager who's just discovered leather trench coats for the
Hmm.
first time. But they're
Yeah,
not
I'd
just
agree with that.
ugly, they're also completely impractical. I mean, just take a look at this shot of the Enterprise bridge from Star Trek 2. No,
Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Yeah, you see, there's Uhura. Uhura, she's on comms. There's Spock in the captain's seat because Kirk isn't there. Sulu at the helm. This is presumably tactical, although Sulu's often tactical as well. Chekhov should be there because that's tactical, I believe. Um, in the game Starfleet Academy, this is tactical and this is the helm. So pick and choose. But Sulu's known to be the helmsman. This looks more like it would be tactical though. Look at the crosshair there. The main view screen's there where the captain can see, and from to our immediate left would probably be the science station, or it's to our immediate right. I forget which.
notice how compact and efficient the layout is, with the captain's chair and the helm controls right in the centre of the room. Notice how the captain could be at any station on the bridge within a matter of seconds, instead of having to yell across half a fucking football field just to find out what's going on. Notice how it makes infinitely more sense than whatever the fuck this place is supposed to be.
I'm picking up sources of tachyon interference, 100,000 kilometers to port.
Hate to break it to you, buddy, but that ain't 100,000 kilometers away. Anyone else tired of watching starships get completely overwhelmed and torn apart in a matter of seconds? I mean, it happens in every single new Star Trek movie, and all it does is make them look kind of pathetic, like they're not even capable of defending themselves.
Yeah, like I had an issue with the Dominion War in that you had Cardassian Gallo class warships attacking and blasting like two hits and an Excelsior's going up. It never made sense to me, and I'm like, what? Do shields just not exist anymore?
Go busy here, Captain. The explosion damaged our emergency hollow emitters.
Oh man, I can't tell you how sad it makes me to see Robert Picardo knee deep in this absolute dog shit. I really hope the paycheck was worth it, buddy. What the fuck? Like, you understand that holographic projections can't react to the environment that they're in, right? I mean, from his point of view, there's no actual stairs underneath him that he has to climb or control panels in his way that he has to avoid.
True. Like, think about Star Trek Nemesis. Shinzon does project a hologram into Captain Picard's ready room, except so he's sitting there, presumably because he was sitting up in his chair on the scimitar, and then he gets up and he's like phasing through Picard's desk or something, and he just walks through because why? Where Shinzon is, there's nothing impeding him, so there wouldn't be anything impeding the hologram, which means there's no steps.
He'd be able to just walk directly across the bridge towards her. Ah, whatever.
Time, with its infinite sense of humor, will always fold upon itself like an origami chicken. You sure about that? You sure about that?
That was real, wasn't it? That was an actual line written by human beings.
Fuck.
Oh
Yeah.
god, oh man, I can't do it. I can't take any more of this shit. Is it too much to ask to have a Star Trek that was written by and for adults? Because I have to ask, who in this world or the next was this teen drama of a show made for? I mean, anyone with even a vague understanding of Star Trek is going to be completely and utterly appalled by the weapons grade retardation on display here, and anyone who's looking for a high school drama about feelings and relationships is going to be instantly put off by the geeky science fiction backdrop. It really does feel like the worst of both worlds, like a studio that's completely out of ideas for this franchise and is just throwing shit against the wall, desperately hoping something will stick.
Yeah.
Well, Starfleet Academy might well be shit, but something tells me it isn't gonna stick.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Either way, you can count me the fuck out of this one because I've got better things to do with my life, like watching paint that's already dried. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yeah, Drinker, I recommend. I reckon the Starfleet Academy game from the like the when was it actually released? Starfleet Academy PC game. 1997. Check this is the see Jana Acton at the helm. Uh, Jeff, what's his face? He's a tactical. Check this out. Sturek and your character, David, working at the science lab. Oh, look, and here's Magia. She's an Andorian. There's David. It's all very cheesy, like late 90s ham acting and whatnot, but I mean, it does the job well. Um, it does the job. It portrays things very well, and you had your dialogue options here. And yeah, it was a pretty solid game. I played it. I played it not too long ago. Let me just check when. Um, it was probably a long time ago actually. Starfleet Academy. I last played January 2024, so just about 2 years ago. Um, and you know what? It still holds up. It's maybe not the best looking game, but in terms of story and writing, it seems better than whatever Drinker just watched here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I won't. I don't care much for the modern stuff, but you know, it's Star Trek, so I'm prepared to give it a fair shot. I didn't give Acolyte a fair shot because I don't really regard it as being Star Wars anymore, and nothing in that show actually made any sense. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out Poggers and Starforge for when you get up and go, got up and went, and when you need PC upgrades or just a new PC. You'll be helping me out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.